So my personal philosophy on education is that every child is unique. That learning that they learn in different ways, and as a teacher, you must accommodate to every teaching style so that you hit on every single child so that they're able to succeed. My perspective on why teachers should use technology in the classroom. The society that we're living in, everything is technology based, literally everything. We have online classes from, actual like learning to get like learning, getting degrees, online driving classes. Everything is online nowadays. So reverting back to, being on paper, a lot of paperwork and in the books is going to lose the interest of a lot of students because they're used to, using their iPads, using their tablets, using their phones to look up information, to submit information. Even in college, like, a lot of professors don't want the actual paper. Like, they are like uploaded, to whatever the school's website is, like Blackboard or, Dropbox or Turnitin.com. Like, because one, paper is getting expensive, and two, it's just like people are just so used to sitting and reading a screen, it just makes everything so much more easier for them. So I mean, for teachers, we could still have the aspect of, learning how to do, when we do writing assignments, still writing out rough drafts on paper because it's easier for the child and the teacher to see the errors than to be looking at a screen and just going. Because when you look at a screen, you kind of just like bypass everything, but with paper, you're physically holding it in your hand and you can see the mistakes. My favorite ISTE standard would have to be a creative communicator. This is students communicate clearly and express themselves creatively for a variety of purposes using platforms, tools, styles, formats, digital media appropriate to their goals. I would have to say this. I like this standard because a lot of students are not able to, meet certain goals because they can't, sit and write, a 3 to 5 page essay. It's easier for them to turn it into a poem, a song, a rap, a picture that then they're able to articulate, this is how it made me feel, or this is what it was really about, so just like accommodating to different students, learning goals so that they're still learning and they're still able to meet, whatever the goal set for them for that school year is going to be. Um, how will you provide access to technology to all of your students? Providing technology in the classroom, I would definitely utilize the computer lab or the mobile lab for students to become familiar with typing and the writing process. But like I said earlier, I would still, have the rough draft be on paper. Only because, it's easy for you to sit and you actually see your errors and misspelled words other than looking at a computer screen and you just see like the little red squiggle under the line, and it's just easy to, right click and change the word. But with paper, you have to sit, you have to read, if something's misspelled, you have to go look it up. Like, just adding in more of the word instead of making the essay be like this quick for them to type it up, Google it, copy paste, and keep it moving. Because, kind of, spacing out that gap for them not to make it so easy allows, not as much plagiarism, which is so big, and it's so easy to do. And some people might not think that, they can get caught, but it's very easy to get caught. Um, Having computer or tablets in the classroom so that, when there is a topic that, we talk about in the classroom and the student wants to know more, some households might not have computers, might not have tablets, which might be hard to believe, being in 2017 and it's like everybody has an iPhone. This just allows them to, Google, look up pictures, videos, find something that they're interested in that is educational. It just allows them to expand their brains and be engaged with, some other things outside of social media and, you know, other entertainment that might not be beneficial towards them. After graduation, the type of environment I would want to teach in would be a school, preferably a Title I school, just because I've been working in those types of schools and I just see the creative minds of those students who come from not having, you know, some technology that, you know, other schools might have, and just allowing them to, you know, think outside the box, not only for the students but also for me as a teacher, that, you know, I don't have all the materials that, you know, another school might have. So, you know, I have to pull from here, pull from there, just so that I can make sure that, you know, my students at the end of the day, they meet their goals and they succeed. And that's why I think technology is, you know, very big in education.